How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to my FIFA 17 Fulham career mode. It's been a while. This is episode 11, I believe. It has been quite a long time, and I'm going to start with apologies for that. Of course, we are now into 2017, so a happy new year. It's been about 3 or 4 weeks since I last uploaded. Just been a little busy with Christmas and everything that happened. Quick review if you're interested. So I went to Chester and for a couple of days. That was really awesome. I have to say, I love Chester. If any of you guys here are from Chester, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Drop a like on the video as well. You guys, you have an awesome city, town, whatever Chester might be. I absolutely love Chester. I've been there twice now. Such an amazing place to be. I then went off to Italy for a couple of days. Turin. That was really, really awesome. And then, well, yeah, then Christmas happened and the New Year happened. So things got a bit kind of busy, things got out of hand, and not out of hand, but you know, things happen, and I just couldn't get a chance to record some good quality content for you. So I'm back today with another episode, and another reason why I kind of stopped a little bit is it wasn't going very well, was it? Let's be honest with that. We're currently down in 9th place, but the past few episodes, it has quite literally just all been going a little bit wrong for us, and we've been dropping silly points, which is a bit unfortunate. We need to get back to winning ways. Starting to feel the pressure a little bit in this series now. It was started off really well. I don't think, you know, there's no possibility of us getting sacked just yet, but the idea is really to get us promoted so we can crack on in the Premier League as soon as possible. So we're going to do that. We're going to end off the year today with our first game at Reading. There's going to be 3 games for us in today's episode. So I'm going to go set up the team and set up the match for Reading. We've then got a game 2 days later against Brighton, which is 2 tough games coming up. So we just really want to get some points, which I know hasn't been too good for us. So the good news is Sigurdsson has actually oh yeah, and I think in the last episode Iheanacho dislocated his shoulder, which is really awesome. I don't know if I left that one in or not, but yeah. So he's out for 8 weeks. Sigurdsson is back. So I'm going to go sort the team out, and I'll be right back. Okay then, guys. So I am back, and due to sort of the injuries and the current status that we've got, I'll quickly run through the team again because it has been a little bit wild. I've decided to switch the formation up to a 4-4-1-1, or however I think they call it, 4-2-3-1. Wide in this game, but for me it's a 4-4-1-1. So because we have really we're down on striker because Iheanacho is out of the team, I'll switch it up to the 1 striker, and we're going to see if maybe just this maybe if this formation works out for us. It means Aluko starts up top by himself. Jozabed comes into the team now as a starter up in the central attacking midfield. We've still got Aite over on the left hand side, Piezon and Kearney in the midfield. There we go. Parker and Piezon, of course, in the midfield. Kearney over on the right hand side. Callas is back. He picked up a knock or an injury at the start of the series. He's back over in right midfield. Ream in centre midfield. For now, Sigurdsson is back for us, but he's not fully fit just yet. There's still a little plaster by him, so I've left him out of the team just for the time being. So he's partnered by Madl over in defence, and then of course Odoi over on the left hand side. Button is still in goal just for now. Bettinelli will of course be getting his chance. So Sigurdsson makes his way back to the bench, but still a little bit injured. Cabano is back, but again looking a little bit tired still. I'm going to bring him out of the team actually for Tunnicliffe. McDonald's makes his way onto the bench due to Jozabed getting into the team, and of course Iheanacho dropping out. So Cabano's still out. Almost back, but very tired, and then Iheanacho's picked up a fresh knock. So that's the team against Reading. Let's get into the game. So then, first game of the episode, as you can see, dropped down into 9th place. Reading up in 6th place. Brighton, who we've got next, aren't actually in the top half of the table by the looks of things there. So that's quite an important one. This is a big game for us here. We'd like to pick some points up against Reading because they're only a couple of places ahead of us. So we just got to go for it. Form has been pretty dismal in the past, but a fresh break, a new year. Almost a new year here in the series as well. So also that does mean of course January's open, so maybe we've got to head over to the transfer market as well. I'm not too sure at the minute. I'm probably going to leave the transfer market out for this episode as Swift there has a good opportunity to take the lead for Reading. I'm probably not going to dive too much into the transfer market this episode. I'm going to let things just going to settle back in. But we'll see if we get any bids for any players or some any interest. I might have a look around, do a little bit of scouting, etc. But for now, I'm going to leave it as is. Of course, as we are into January, if there is any players you want me to start looking at be sure to let me know in the comment section below. I know people have mentioned them previously. I'm sorry that I haven't really acted upon that. So yeah, but I've still got a few players listed on the shortlist, so we'll take a look at those. Maybe we'll see the scouting of those as well, and we shall see what happens. Yozabed, that's a nice play. Odoi, what can he do with it? Avoids the slide tackle. Nice, does well to keep hold of the ball. Here's Aite. He's found a Luco. And it's Kearney who's made himself into a good position. Gets a first shot on target there. Good start. Wins us a corner, which he runs over to then take. And he's going to flick that into the box. Will it find the head of anybody? It finds Parker, but he seems to head it back with Swift. Sort of accidentally knocks it on. Callas keeps it in play and loses out to Burns. Can he find any space? He's managed to find a nice pass to Kearney, who's drifted over onto the opposite wing. And he can whack a ball into the box, and there's no one there but Yozabed. Oh, good defending by Obita. I don't know if it had beaten the keeper or not. No one marking Yozabed there in tons of space, and heads it straight at the defender, who clears it off the just before the keeper could make a save. Kearney with that corner. This time it's fallen to Maddle, who gets a good header to it and a decent effort. It's just wide of the post, unfortunately there, as the referee's added on 3 minutes for half time. Nice play to Piazon. Piazon in the box. There's no real support there. No support again, unfortunately, up front. Lacking a little bit up front. Interception by Reading, and referee calls for half time. Not the best of halves, really. We did have a few good opportunities here, but we couldn't nick ourselves a goal and get ourselves in front. We go into half time. Fulham 0, Reading 0. Into the second half we go, though. Not a bad half. Not brilliant. A few opportunities, but nothing really that troubled Reading. And a few attacks by Reading that we were able to deal with. We've got to just keep that, and we've got to keep the pressure on, and we've got to score. As Yozabed makes his way into the box, good muscling off the ball by Van der Burn. He's passed it to his keeper, who's almost put him into trouble there, but Gunter will finally tidy this one up with Bareens. Good interception there. There's Van der Burg. Pressure here from Reading. Forward. Can't be dealt with. In off the post. And we've conceded. Again. Okay, you know, I'm not going to get mad about it. It was a nice goal, not really deserved. I'm not quite sure what that defending is. A brilliant finish there, to be fair. In off the post. And it is 1-0 Reading. We're just going to bounce back from it. We're going to ignore it. We're going to forget about it. I'm not going to get wound up. And we're just going to crack on, and we're going to knuckle down, and we're going to get an equaliser. Intercepted though by Piazon. Poor pass to give it back. Nicely done by Luco and Yozabed. And now Luco. In the box. Can he get a shot away? He can. Oh, and somehow it's gone in. We're going to hit a dab there because it's been too long. And Luco finally grabs it. It's been long since we've scored as well. And Luco finally does that for us. So, not sure what happened here. It was a nice build-up play. Luco with the shot, and it's just drifting wide, and again it hits off that post, but it caught the keeper by surprise. I think that curl on it. Not sure the defender lunging in there helped. Al Habsi was stood to the root of the floor, couldn't do anything. Luco equalises 1-1. Go forward as there's a handball in there, and we're going to grab ourselves a free kick. And with that possession break there, we're going to look to make some substitutions. We'll bring Sigurdsson back into the team. We're actually going to bring him in midfield just because everyone's looking a little bit tired. We'll bring Sacco over on the left-hand side to give Aite a little bit of a rest. And I think we might as well, it's getting late in the game. We're going to bring McDonald in. Hasn't really played much. I don't think I've ever really played him, but he's got a chance here now. We'll bring him in central midfield. And get himself in some space here, potentially for a cross. He's going to be muscled out by Gunter. Wins it back though, holds it up Odoi. And he's through to McDonald, who's just come on as a substitution. And managed to get a shot away. I don't think the keeper saved it. He didn't. It blasted it over the bar, really. But not a bad first effort by McDonald. Perhaps he's a missing link in this team. But Huddersfield have actually grabbed an equaliser against Blackburn. Something we're also doing here is drawing, but that's a nice ball, and it's another goal conceded, and skip the replays. Clearly the substitute has scored, and it's going to be another defeat here for us again. Just poor play. There's Ream, Sigurdsson, and referee calls for full time, and another start and another defeat. Unfortunately, nothing we could do about that. Reading took the lead through a striker Svensson, I think it might have been. We managed to pull it back. Aluko finally grabs himself a goal and equalises, but we're just 7 minutes from time. McClearly, the substitute, puts it away and gives them the victory. It was a beater who got man of the match, I do apologise. And yes, it was Svensson who picked up the first goal for Reading. So, another defeat in the Championship. It's finished Reading 2, Fulham 1. Okay then, Cameron Burgess is coming back from loan from Oldham Athletic. Lionel Cole is coming back from Inverness. Lucas Piazon has been sent back to Chelsea. That's a huge blow for us there. The transfer market is of course now open, so not really what we wanted, to be quite honest. So I know I said I weren't going to look at the transfers too much, but with that in mind, as we just appeared to have lost some players, how do we adjust the budgets then? Season, I know it's here somewhere. Finances, that's obviously that one. So I just wanted to look at the budget. There we go. So we currently have 3.4 million transfer budget, 20,000 wage budget. It's not a lot really. So that's for you to know. In terms of the shortlist that a couple of you guys have suggested over the past few episodes, more towards, I don't think there are a lot of right mids and left wings. I think we need to look at some midfielders, to be quite honest, guys. So midfielder options are the ones we're going to go with. Let me just see if any of my scout instructions are set. Oh, that's why. Here we go. Right, so we're going to set up some central midfielders. And we're going to go first team quality. And we kind of want to drop that down to about 27. There we go. So we'll let them guys do that. Where are all these people based? England, Scotland, Belgium. You guys aren't placed anywhere. So we'll whack you over to La Spano. And we'll whack you... Let's send you over to Italy, actually. We could probably get some decent players over there. So we'll send you off to Italy. So scouts have been set up. I don't think there's really anyone I want to sort of get rid of at the moment, to be quite honest, because we need all the help we can get. Just going to take a quick look in the team. So Gertson back now then. So he can go back into the team. Cabano's still not fit enough. Players that have come back from loan were Cole 66 and Burgess 63 rated. Okay, not bad. We have got Lewis, of course. He's still there on the bench. Right. We'll set the formation. We'll set the roles back up so that Sigurdsson takes the captaincy back up. Okay. So then let's jump into the next game against Brighton. Players going to be a little bit tired after that 2 days, after that 1 day break. Yeah, as you can see, there are a lot of players suffering here. Not sure why Johansson's coming to the team. Oh, because of course, because what's his name? Piazon has been sent back. Not really what we wanted. So I'm going to actually put McDonald into the team because I thought he actually played really well last time out. Although a lot of these players are looking tired. Aite needs a rest then. So it's going to have to be Sacco over on that right hand side. Callas needs a break in right back. We'll bring Fredericks in. Parker needs a break in midfield. We will give Johansson a game. Rest of the team can stay as it is. That's the team against Brighton. We need to start picking up some wins. Let's jump into the game. Okay, that defeat has dropped us into 11th. Brighton down there in 13th. So yeah, we are at home, which isn't too bad. We just need to start picking up some points. Good interception by Aluko, and again, we're just going to go for it. I can't believe I'm just in shock that we've lost Piers. I probably should have known. I probably did know about it. I completely forgot that he was leaving. It's a big loss for us as Yozabed gets the first chance of the game and forces a save from Stockdale. And has found a pass to them, and it's Kale who eventually finds the shot, and Buffon, I wish, Button gets it away. That's a nice ball, and Kearney has found it. Oh, that's a foul, referee. We'll take a yellow card there. And we've got a good chance to get a good cross in here. I'm not very good at these free kicks, but in fact we'll take it with the target. We'll try and whip a nice ball in from Aluko. That is quite a nice ball. It was Kenny couldn't quite get in front of his defender. I think it was Bruno who manages to head it well, he actually chested it back to the keeper. Probably a pass back, but you know, we won't complain. Stop complaining. We need to we've conceded a free kick there apparently, and we are going to get booked for it. That's interesting. Kevin McDonald there. Not too sure what he did wrong, in all honesty. Glenn Murray's picked up an injury, which is probably a good thing for us. Sacco, and now it's out with Sacco. He's got pace. Brought down again. It's another bad challenge by the Brighton player, and it's going to be another yellow card. It is indeed. 3 yellow cards then picked up in this first half. It's Knockerhart who's been troublesome for us, but finally gives in and commits a foul and gets booked for it. And from that we can break Aluko. Duffy flying in with a challenge, wins the ball that time. Though, dirty tactics here from Brighton, not quite sure what they're going with. As that is it for half time. Not the best of halves, to be quite honest. A little bit edgy. A lot of tackles come flying in. 3 players picked up a yellow card in that, 1 for us and 2 for them. No real opportunities. We had one at the very start, forced a good save from Stockdale. Brighton had their fair share of opportunities, but nothing really to capitalise on. And into the half then, Fulham 0, Brighton and Hove Albion 0. Okay then, into the second half we go. I think I'm going to have to make an earlier substitution. Perhaps that was what cost us in that Reading game, not too sure. So we won't forget about subs. We'll leave it for a minute, but we'll consider it next time the ball goes out of play. Zaluko does well to win the ball, and he finds Sacco, another player, lunging in there. But Sacco does well, beats his man, finds a cross. Nobody really there, and easily cleared away by Norwood. Only as far as Frederick's zone, he knocks it on to Johansson. And he plays it through to Kearney, and Kearney plays it to Yozbed, plays it back to Kearney, flicks off the defender, and Pocanoli is going to be able to clear that one. That's poor, and Bruno concedes possession. Ball goes out of play. We're going to make a substitution here. Yozbed looking a little bit tired, and so is Kearney. The problem is, not a lot of options. We're actually going to bring Martin on, and I think because Aluko keeps dropping back, we'll bring Martin on and we'll stick him up front. Kearney also looking a little bit tired. Cabano is here. He can actually play over on the left-hand side, so we'll drop him in over on the right for Kearney, and we'll switch these two around. We'll see if that helps. So 2 substitutions in, 54 minutes gone. Let's see if this can improve the team a little bit. Cabano back in the team. That's nice. We've missed him since he's out for a couple of games. Odoi does well there, and it's another poor pass. I think passing is one of the things, well, speaking of which, we're not very good at, but neither are Brighton at the moment, so maybe it's just a thing going on. But we've lost that ball. Oh, McDonald's gone flying in there. That's going to be a red card. It is going to be a red card. I thought it was the Brighton players that were dirty. McDonald's been given 2 soft yellows, really. Brighton players have been flying in and getting away with just yellows, really, and been getting away with a couple of them. McDonald, I don't know why he got booked in the first half, but he did, and then he's gone to get the ball here, lunges in, takes the man out. That's a yellow card. He has now been sent off the field. So down to 10 minutes. It's just disaster after disaster, really. But we just got to pick ourselves up from that. That's a nice ball. Cabano, who's back in the team. Oh, he's put it over the bar. Cabano, mate. I know he's been injured, but that's no excuse. No excuse. Should have been putting that one away. It looks like Brighton trying to counter-attack. Good play from Cabano. Definitely been good since coming on. Aluko through then to the substitute Martin. Still Martin goes down in the box. Penalty! It is a penalty. A great opportunity here. And is it going to be a yellow? It's not even going to be a card for that one. So it was nice play from Cabano and Aluko. Aluko with the through ball through to Martin. Martin does well. Gets himself in the box. Tries to skip around the defender, causing Duffy to dive in there and force a penalty. So 20 minutes to go. Aluko, how are your nerves? Can you hold them and pop this one away? We can indeed. Aluko grabs his second in 2. Back in form. There we go with the Balotelli celebration. That puts us 1-0 up as well. Now, as much as I want to go for second goals, I think we've defended well so far in this game. And I know defending's been a bit of an issue for us recently, but since Sigurdsson's come back in, it's not looked too shabby. It's given away again though. Still an opportunity here. It's a poor pass. Knockout tries to whip a ball in. Cabano misses it. Bruno grabs it. Oh, it's an absolutely fantastic goal, but I just don't know. It's just well, it's a brilliant finish again, to be fair to him. Salter, 90th minute. Oh dear, oh dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. We can't even win against Brighton. Saka, is there time for anything? Johansson, maybe, intercepted. Still got the ball. The referee says no, that is full time. So, not a bad game really. We were in control. We managed to win ourselves a penalty thanks to Martin, and Luco tucked it away nicely. McDonald got himself sent off previously and we were down to 10 men. And we just couldn't capitalise, and in the 90th minute, just pretty much a random cross from Knockaheart, I think it was. Luca was, I think it were Aite or Cabano, might have been Cabano who was there. Couldn't win the header. Salter chests it, controls it once, and then absolutely rifles it into the top corner. It's an absolutely fantastic finish, to be fair to the lad. But he's forced to draw, so we come away with that one. Fulham 1, Brighton 1. Okay, right, interesting. A cup game, finally. Something a little bit different. It's against Hull, so Premier League opposition, but it's going to be a nice break from the poor league form that we've had now. We've got a transfer offer for Button here, and it's Peterborough won him for 1.1 million. And quite interesting, Button is playing great football and has the most clean sheets in the league. Well, I don't know how that's happened. I'm going to reject it because, I don't know, he seems to be doing alright for now. He's actually not going to be playing this game, as I said to you guys. Derby coming in for him as well, a very popular man. Button, do we sell him? Let me know in the comments below. I don't think we should sell him. Don't think that would be wise. Cabano says he's okay to play. That's good to know. We're going to advance here. So a game against Hull, a break from the league, which is nice because it has mainly been league games since we went out of the. I think we went out of the cup. Another transfer offer for Button. This time it's Hearts. I'm going to reject that one as well. They're only offering 825,000 there, which is a little bit too cheap for my liking. Hull City, I believe this is the FA Cup, because I think we went out to Southampton, if I do remember correctly. Another deal coming in for Button, this time from Cardiff. Going to reject that one as well. Again, let me know if you think we should sell him. I don't think we should. Has Colchester, excuse me, also come in for him. I will ultimately leave it in your hands. If there's enough comments and if people like each other's comments to say sell him, I will sell him. Okay, it's up to you. We're in this together. But an FA Cup game against Hull. We're going to auto-replace the player just for this match. So, this is what we like. Something different. You know, we can relax. We can go for it. I'm really not sure this formation's working. I am actually going to switch back to the 4-4-2 diamond, which is there, 4-1-2-1-2 wide, as we also like to call it. I believe that was what we were playing. Aite over on the left hand side, you there, Johansson there. We'll actually put Yarzabed in there. That's not actually what we were playing, just the 4-4-2, weren't we? I'm going to go with this formation. We'll bring Martin into the team. Smith can be the substitute. Cabano would like to play, so he can come on for you. Reamsagers and Callas, and that's fine. And as I said, Bettinelli will now get his opportunity in net, as it is a cup game. So we're at home. A little bit of a nice break from the league, as I know I keep saying. But here we go. Nothing to lose here. Let's just go for it and try and get some sort of momentum back into this team. We played well against Brighton, but again, we just didn't pick up the 3 points, which was a little bit unfortunate for us. So, no points at stake here, but a place in the next round, the 4th round of the FA Cup. It's going to be a tough game. Now, let's not take penalties like that, eh, Cabana? And just to add insult, well, not really add insult to injury, but it is snowing. Now, I've never really been good at FIFA in the snow. I'm not going to lie to you guys, but enjoy the nice FA Cup moment here. So they are saying it's a little bit nice, a nice interlude there on Sonny. Luca, the player to watch, the forward 27-year-old there up front. And let's hope he can do bits for us today. We're in the snow, we've got the yellow ball out, not too bad. We are wearing white, which probably doesn't really help us. Hull, of course, a Premier League side. Last Premier League team we faced was Southampton in the League Cup, and we almost beat them, but I think we did just lose to them in the end. Not sure, I don't know if we went to maybe extra time, or we might have even gone to penalties. We did hold on very well, but can we put Hull as a scalp and just kickstart this career, because it's just been pretty poor so far. And Martin is going to start with a shot and a save by Marshall 4 minutes in. Here is Klukas. Nice ball in, keeper, Bettinelli. So first time coming into the team then, and first thing he's had to deal with 30 minutes in was a cross, and he seemed to deal with that comfortably, which is always gives you a nice bit of confidence. Good to cut off the run there by the Hull defence. It's Huddleston to take this corner. So again, it's very poor, easily dealt with by Martin. Now then, can Aluko break here? He should have the pace. He's also got the strength. He's also got a support by Martin. It was almost a perfect 1-2. Good interception by Dawson. Maybe should have just carried on running with Aluko. Now then, Parker. Loads of space here for Aite. He's going to try and cut inside here. He does. Nice run by Aluko to force the man wide. It's not the best of passes, and Kenny will eventually get that. Martin too. Back through to Kenny. Can he run through? He can't beat Marshall to the ball. Easily collected. Good header to win it back though by Parker. Here's Aluko. Martin. Oh, through to Cabano. Good save. Rebound not there. Martin. Good save again. Nobody on the rebound and cleared away by the Hull defender. Good chances for us. Again, can't quite capitalise just yet. We've got a throw in though. We've got a cross. Aite can whip it in. Martin misses it. It falls to Kearney. Fakes and loses possession, and Mbakani has it now. Cabano to Callas, and that is going to be half time. So it was a good start for us in this FA Cup tie against Premier League opposition Hull. I think we were definitely the better team. A few crosses by Kluko from Hull, and Bettinelli did well in his first game for us to deal with them. We had then chances to open the scoring, but nothing really too easy for us, and we weren't able. Marshall did well to keep his clean sheet for the half. So we go into half time of the Emirates FA Cup. It's Fulham 0, Hull City 0. Into the second half we go then. Scotty Parker looking a little bit tired out there in that CDM position. So far this formation has worked out quite nicely for us. We might be sticking to this one. We'll have to see. Definitely want to make some substitutions sometime soon. But not this time. It's a good counter-attack here. Great tackle there to win the ball. Klukas was almost through. A last-ditch tackle. I think it might have been Ream, or not too sure who that was actually who dived in there, but just got the ball. Nice little fake there from Huddleston. Good attack here from Hull. Huddleston does well. Decent effort. Good save for Bettinelli's first real test there. Corner will take this opportunity to make a substitution. Parker needs to get off the pitch. ASAP. Rocky not looking too happy in there. No real defensive options on the bench. We'll bring Yozabed on and we'll drop Cabano back. I think that might be the smartest decision. So, a corner to go, 20 minutes. Can we nick a goal here and defeat Hull? That would be pretty impressive. We've almost nicked a goal. We've got another corner. Okay, a succession of corners. Kearney. That was a little bit of a poor corner. That one's easy for Marshall to collect this time. Now then, Kearney can get this one away. Here we go then. We've got a nice runner here. Martin, leave that. Cabano it is. Here is Martin. Here is Kenny, who's continued his run, and Maguire is there to intercept yet again. Just that final bit of attack missing. And we've conceded a foul, so 3 minutes or so to go plus stoppages. We can make a substitution. We're going to bring Madelon for Cabano. We've got another substitution available to us. I think it's going to be Sacco for Kearney. See if we can get a little bit of pace in the side. Or Aluko. There's space here for Aite. He's absolutely got no pace left in him at all. But it's Floyd. Aite could have won it. It was no real chance there. He just didn't have the possession. Unfortunately, if that had been Sacco down that side, it would have been a lot easier for us. And that is going to be full time. So we did hold Hull to a 0-0 draw. Perhaps not what we wanted in this compact schedule. It means we force a replay and we'll go and visit the KCOM Stadium in a few weeks' time. But not a bad game. We held on this time. We didn't concede for a change. Not many highlights, as you can see. Not a lot really did happen. We had the better opportunities, but unfortunately we couldn't capitalise on it. And it's going to finish Fulham 0, Hull City 0. And some other results then, just really quickly in the FA Cup. Arsenal picking up a victory against West Brom, Villa 2-1 against Derby County. Barnsley and Blackpool ended up drawing 2-2. A good win for Bournemouth 5-0 over Walsall. Brentford also picked up a 2-1 victory against Shrewsbury, and some other results there on the screen. Feel free to pause the video and find out. But we drew the video in the end. We drew the game in the end 0-0, which means we will get a replay against Hull City. But that to come in the next episode, guys. That is the 3 games for today. That's going to be the end of the episode. We are into January. We're having a lot of offers come in for Button, as you can see there. I'll leave on screen. Aberdeen have come in with a £1 million purchase. Mets as well, we'll reject that one. Only 925,000 there. An offer from Celtic as well for 975,000. We'll reject that one as it's lower. Burton Albion also. A lot of offers coming in thick and fast for Button. I'm going to leave it up to you guys whether we sell him or not. I personally don't want to sell him, but like I said, this is our series. We'll be in this together, so let me know. Aberdeen in control. If you say yes, I'll accept it and sell him to Aberdeen, so I'll stall that one for now. We are, of course, in January. Let me know what players you'd like me to sign. Iheanacho out for 8 weeks. Perhaps we need another striker. Let me know. Piazon's gone back to Chelsea. Do we try and bring him back into the club? Do we replace him and look for another central midfielder? The suspension is over for Kevin MacDonald. Luca actually needs to discuss his wages. We'll sort that out in the next episode. Before we do go, we will, of course, look at this dismal championship table. We're dropping Villa and Norwich then. Still at the top of the table, Villa lead by 4 points. Norwich in second, only on goal difference, being chased down by Derby County for that final automatic promotion playoff place. QPR, Reading and Ipswich round off the playoffs. Huddersfield, Newcastle, Leeds and Brentford all looking to challenge. We're down there in 11th place. At the bottom of the table, Barnsley, Burton and Wigan all currently stand in the relegation places. So that's going to be it for this episode. If you did enjoy, please do drop a like on the video. Why not subscribe as well if you're new around here to keep up with the series. Let me know any suggestions in the comments below, and thank you again for watching. Until next time, goodbye.